Do you not know, you've never played it?
Yeah, I've been running with Peters, but I mean, that's a very vastly different game, isn't it?
How rude. Was that recording then? I hope that was recorded.
I mean,
I'll get slagged off on the first
Andy
tee.
Carter versus Thomas Peters, yeah.
Well, if you remember right, the first time we actually met, I smoked him all the way around Yas Links.
I remember that. I remember that. That turned out right that week,
I'm
didn't it?
sticking to that story, although he won that week. In today's video, I've got a Tour Pro caddy to help me round 9 holes here at the Els Club, see if I can use his wisdom and his expertise to get me round in under par. Now, that is a hell of a tough task for Adam Marrow.
Andy,
mate, welcome.
We've been trying to do this for a while, haven't we?
We've spoken about doing this for a long, long time. I first met Adam on, when was it? The Abu Dhabi Championship?
22. Yeah,
22.
Links. Yeah,
It was a good week for you because?
The guy I was waiting for, Thomas Peters, ended up winning the tournament. So you've always been, I've regarded you as a good luck charm.
You were the good luck charm. Me and Matt Boucher, who some of you will also know, the king of sling, old lefty there, Matt Boucher. So we joined the Pro-Am team of Thomas Peters and obviously Adam. And what a week that was. What a week.
It's fun, wasn't it? I genuinely, you get a lot of Pro-Ams and they can be a bit of a grind, but we enjoyed your company.
Yeah, that was, I'm glad. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, great.
Some forward.
Cheers. And today, Adam's going to be helping me make some better decisions, give me some advice off the tee into greens, maybe where to go, where not to go, some yardages, relate it to how the Tour Pros play, how he kind of helps Thomas as well get around the golf course, and see if we can shoot a decent number.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I'll try and give you a little bit of insight into how I would see the hole from my perspective as a tour caddy, how perhaps I'd present the information to a tour golfer, and we'll see how you match up to that, Andy. Is that all right?
That sounds good. That sounds good. Also, guys, if you ever want to get into caddy, if you're ever interested in finding out more information, caddieclubhouse.com has now gone live. So, do you want to talk us a little bit about it?
So caddieclubhouse.com or Caddy Clubhouse. It's an online training platform for caddies. Now, when I say caddies, we've got your tour caddy side of it and you've got your club caddy side of it. So no matter what level you're at, there's now an online platform full of content. You can go on there and you can learn how to do the job.
Awesome, awesome. So we're going to get a brief insight into that in today's video as well. Stay tuned, enjoy, first hole, let's go.
Brilliant, let's go. Right, so come on then. If I was caddying for you, I'd probably put the ball in your court. So right, Andy, you probably know this golf course pretty well from previous visits. So where are you? What are you looking at here?
So I like a little fade with the driver. So I'm going to go, just to the right edge of the left bunker, I'm going to go there, wind's off my left, and I just let it cut.
Perfect. So
I feel like I've got 2 shots, like an under pressure drive, and like just playing my mates, absolutely try and bomb it as hard as I can drive.
So what's your go-to, the cut?
So my first tee shot is just the go-to find the fairway shot.
Okay, so you have got a bit of a similarity to Mr. Peters then. So you'd have the go-to, the little chip cut driver.
Is that what he does?
Oh, he loves a chip cut driver.
I love it. I do. So like I'd grip it. I tee it really low.
Yeah.
And then open the stance up, and I feel like I can just commit to it. I'm not even worried about over-releasing it left. I just feel like I can hit it as hard as I want, and it curves.
So you've basically put yourself under a lot of pressure, saying that this is your go-to shot and you can't miss the fairway.
Yeah.
Okay. After you. I mean, you sound like the dream to caddy for. You told me the shot you're hitting, where you're hitting it, and that you're going to hit the fairway. So
yeah.
for me, you could be, yeah.
You're going to see something special today. You'll be wondering why I'm not on tour.
Show them what you got.
Bit of an audience now as well. I'm under massive pressure here.
But you're not going to miss the fairway because you've told you can't. Oh.
It's not faded as much as I wanted it to. I talk a good game, but I don't always back it up. I'm great from the sand though.
I tell you what, it wasn't a million miles away.
It was out there.
It wasn't a million miles away.
It was out the centre. All right, let's go.
I don't know why I'm giving you a yardage.
Why? We're not getting there. What are you thinking?
This is honestly the head game, the mind games you play with professional golfers. I can get an 8 iron out of there. You're like, no, mate, you can't. It's a wedge.
Do you not think I can get an 8 iron? How far is it?
Do you want to meet me in the middle on it? 9 iron. It's 158 hole.
Delegation. That's like the art of delegation, that isn't.
I mean, if you're telling me you can't get up and down from short, then we've got serious problems.
Can't get up and down. My game is only about greens irregulation.
What have you got, 9-iron?
I've got a 9-iron.
Yeah, I'd certainly be happier standing as a caddy with a 9-iron.
I could potentially get there.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. And you know what? If it pulls up to short with your short game, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't give me that dreaded noise when it hits the lip and rolls back to your feet.
It's going to go a bit further forward in my stance, just a touch. See if I can just launch it. There it is.
Oh, Andy.
But I can get up and down from there. I'm better from whatever yardage that is than really close.
And you're thinking 9 or even wedge. The amount of times that happens is uncanny.
Well, where they want to just go for it and you want them to lay up.
Or they're looking at, you mean they're like, oh no, I'll get that out of there. And you're like, are you seeing something I'm not? Like, and then yeah.
At what point do you have to like say, nah? Well, you can't really, can you?
Well, no, you can. I mean, you
Of course,
subconsciously.
it depends on the relationship.
Well, like there, prime example. What's the harm of hitting it 10 metres short of the green and getting up and down?
Yeah.
But yeah, it does depend a bit on the relationship. Also depends on the ability. You've got to see the ability of the golf you're working for as well. Clearly, I mean, there's some guys that go in the trap and they love the challenge. Some guys go in there and they hate it. You know?
And hindsight, I probably should have splashed out with the lob wedge sideways.
But I think the wedge was the club, wasn't it?
Right.
So we've laid up here, haven't we?
We've laid up.
To your preferred number of 80
it's a
yards.
long par 4.
So you've left yourself 80 yards there.
80 yards.
Hair out the left. Looks like you're pitching pretty decently into the grain there, so you'd be relatively aggressive, can't you?
I'm going to go 56 degree. It's a smooth, like 9 o'clock, just over. It's an awkward one for me. This 10 o'clock feels like it could go too deep. 9 o'clock could be short, so I'm going to be like an aggressive 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So that means I'll swing it just past 9. What are we saying? Spin back. Oh, it's not bad, is it?
I dug in with the grain.
It's not. It did dig in with the grain. I must have got closer to 10 o'clock. It's gone a bit deep. It's not bad. That's quite good for me.
It's a decent lead. You've got a chance of par, haven't you?
I'm going to give myself that. It's a solid bogey.
If you're a professional golfer and you're not using a putter cover.
This is. I don't even know where this putter's come from. It's not even mine.
So you must really like caddies.
I leave these clubs in Dubai, except this head, and I don't know where that putter actually originated from. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Right, okay, interesting. Well,
These are my irons from 2018.
Oh wow.
And this one's actually a 710. This is from 2010.
That's incredible.
So the fact I can play golf with any set of clubs as well is. I don't think they were fitted for me 15 years ago.
Wow.
When I was a young whippersnapper. Much faster than I am now. Right. Do you get involved in putting much?
Can do. I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? Again, it's like I was saying, it's on the ability level, it's the preference of the golfer, whether it be pro golfer, amateur golfer. It's all kind. Yeah. I mean.
Do you do like aim point or you?
We can do aim point. We can do whatever you like. I've spent a lot of time with Jamie Donaldson.
Have you?
He actually features on our course. We've kind of come together and we've got a. Yeah.
I love aim point. I love aim point.
Who taught you?
Mark Sweeney.
Oh, Sweeney.
Mark Sweeney.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Mark Sweeney? No, it's not Mark, is it? It is Mark.
It is Mark Sweeney.
It is
yeah.
Mark Sweeney. No,
Are you based at Champions Gate in Florida? Yeah?
No, not Mark Sweeney.
I hit the putt, come right.
It'll come to me in a bit.
You've got a 2-shot penalty now.
Right, par putt. Down the hill, right to left. Too much pace. That had the line.
It's a good putt.
Didn't have the pace. It's a bogey start, Adam, but I'm going to take the blame for all of it. All of it.
Well, it's a good job you hit your fairway finder, Andy. That's all I would say, because it really paid off there.
We're going to go with plan B next.
Yeah.
We've just skipped the second hole just because there's a lot of people behind us and I want to give us a bit of time to make some birdies. So 446 yard par 4.
Yep.
Into wind.
Yep.
Sand is definitely in the way, but if we go down from driver, it becomes more in play.
Yes, definitely. Having done my groundwork, let's assume this is a tour event, Andy. Shall we? Let me talk you through my process of how I see this. So I've asked you on the first tee, how you see the hole, see how I see the hole. So I'd have been out here already. I'd be looking for certain landmarks in the distance. So there's that nice gap in the buildings in line with those two carts are. So I'd have everything pre-prepared in my yardage book here. So I'd have all these numbers for you. So all you've got to do there, I'd say, right, Andy, let's hit it right in that gap where those two golf carts are.
Love that.
And I think that's pretty decent, to be honest.
So we're going to go for the bomb on here. We're not going to go for the fiddly.
I think having seen, I feel like the bomb would pay off maybe more here.
There's a bit more space as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't feel claustrophobic.
It doesn't at all. And I think knowing where your margins are, I'd have been out here already, and I could say, right, our left edge of the fairway is there, our right edge of the fairway is there. And that's the sort of information I'll be relaying on to you as the Tour Pro.
Yeah.
So then they could aim very precisely, like saying that gap, knowing that where their margins are.
Yeah.
So then if they want to chew a bit more off, or vice versa.
Yeah. The way this sits, I feel like the first hole sits because it goes across a little bit kind of around, and you see loads of sand, and you see like you feel the wind off your back, and the houses down the right. It felt
quite
tighter.
Yeah.
And it felt like a first tee shot.
Yeah.
Now it feels like, okay, it's
fun,
of space.
It's funny you say that. When they obviously in tournament set, we're quite spoilt because there'll be like, you'd have grandstands, you'd have hospitality, you'd have all of that. So all of a sudden you get a lot more, rather than landmarks in the distance, you can see things more. It's more like an amphitheatre, so you can start aiming at things like, the 18th at the Earth Course this week, for example. There's so many things to aim at.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's brilliant. Whereas if they weren't there, it'd be such a hard tee shot, I think. Right, come on then. So let's go. We're going to
gap in the buildings at the two buggies.
Yes, so where that little spire is, perfect.
Got it. Right, so keep my routine. That gap there. That is that's the best shot of it in weeks.
That is definitely a go-to now. You've got a new go-to.
Smash
the
it. Bomb. What are we? We've hit a good tee shot. Let's talk about
great
the
tee
beast.
shot. I think you couldn't have split that line more. We left ourselves 107 to the hole. Now I've got a question to put to you. I would say you spent a lot of time in Dubai over your years, yeah? So coming from England, come to Dubai, it's probably close to 30 degrees.
Yep.
Find you hit the ball a lot further out here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Definitely more so irons. I notice it more.
Yeah.
Probably because you hit into greens, but you're definitely a club longer.
To simplify it, you feel like you're a club longer.
Club longer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can agree. That's another thing that we find in our job as tour caddies is like you're going from different conditions week after week, whether it be turf conditions, heat conditions, and all these variables are all part of the mixture when it comes to putting clubs and gauging distance. It really becomes quite a fine art.
Do they have to like recalibrate then every week?
Pretty much, yeah.
From and to, like almost get the full swing out and just like get the launch monitor out and just basically recalibrate all the yardages again.
Exactly. I think they'll all have their baseline numbers.
Yeah.
And I think it's good for them to have those, their gaps and have those baseline numbers written down, and then off of that, like, the gentleman I'm working for this week, we're probably hitting it like you say, like he's almost close to a club longer.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to have a baseline number, isn't it? That's so much travel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What is the baseline number?
My baseline number is based on being in X.
I think if you speak to manufacturers, I think baseline number is around 20, 21 degrees, perfect turf, no wind.
Yeah.
That's how they would create baseline.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I'm interested to see how. So interested to see how far you think you're a club longer.
I feel like I'm a club longer.
Right. So,
107.
107. It's into a little out the left. So it would fit. I mean, it's a hot wind. It probably feels like playing like 12, 13 to me. I think probably only 5 yards a hurt with it being a hot wind. So I think like a 12 shot would be where I'm at.
So I would be at that's a horrible yardage. Like 100, I think with the wedges that I've got this week, I've got different wedges than normal. I would have had, I think about 105 is the sand wedge. It's a 56 with very little bounce.
Yeah.
So I feel like a 52 is about a 120 club this week. So I'd be more comfortable hitting a smooth 52 than hitting a hard wedge.
Well, another thing is it's not just a shot, but it's also how's that going to react.
Yeah.
Hitting the little gap wedge there, you're taking any uncertainty of the spin out. I could see you hitting the sand wedge there, going up your nose, pitching 15 feet short and spinning back another 15 all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You've got a 30 footer where you should be in, some of your standards should be hitting that, inside of 5 metres maybe?
I'll take that.
No pressure. So I think, if we grab your gap wedge.
I think the punchy gap is the one. Also as well for like spin control and once the ball's in the air.
Yeah.
I think just sometimes like being able just to keep it a bit flatter in that first kind of half of the flight just being a bit more penetrating into the wind.
Yeah, exactly. And well, especially with the back pin there, you've got enough. You know, you've got a bit of green there you can use to almost skip it up a little, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will be a hard 10 o'clock. I feel like.
Okay.
Which is probably a full swing, but in my head it's a hard 10 o'clock. All right, dead aim. It's gone the other way. That's all right.
I think it's good for distance. You just lost it a little bit right. Didn't
Just moved it, probably a bit like that, a little bit of wind up there.
Yeah. Pushed a little right, but a decent shot
I'll
though.
take that, that's quite good. This is a decent shot. Actually.
Well, I mean, you've kind of missed it on the right side. I mean, if you were in tournament under the tournament conditions, you'd be definitely saying hold to right of, wouldn't you, for the uphill putt?
Yes.
It's a good leave.
It is a decent leave.
Are you going to clean your ball? Or are you going to leave it caked in mud?
What do you and like Tom have any like things throughout the year that you kind of, you know, any bets and stuff throughout the year that you kind of?
Bets, no, but he knows I'm not great at catching.
Okay.
Okay, so you get to this green and he'll try and make it where he'll throw it from as far as possible in front of a crowd, so I've got to catch it while I've got a golf bag on my back. So
I love it.
You'll probably notice me, I'm like that. I'm always like sticking to iron glue so you can't throw it. But if he sees me, he'll just send it, and he knows that, and I'll be overthinking it like this. The amount of times we've gone in bunkers, crowd, I mean, yeah, or rolled down the fairway. So,
That's amazing.
do we have any bets? I wouldn't say we have bets as such, but he can certainly push my buttons.
But
I can certainly push his as well, I guess.
I played with Herbie in the summer at Woburn, and he said that him and Peary have like a catching bet. So as soon as he drops one, there's a fine.
I did know about that. I think that I like that.
He got through the whole season without dropping it, I think, or he was very close.
Yeah, I heard about this bet.
So I think that they must have I don't know if they must have a round by round basis, but then as soon as you drop it, you lose the money or something.
Yeah.
that's brilliant. But you said obviously you can't do like horrendous throws. You can't.
No, they've got to be
like what Tom does to you. You can't launch him from 50
well, he
yards.
goes low as well. So I'm like, really, like.
Right, I've got this uphill, right to left. This is into grain.
Yeah. Oh.
What a bird.
What was that? Oh. What a mate.
Back to level par. Shaky start. Let's call the second a par. And we're birdie down the 3. Easy. What we got, buddy?
37, it'll be downhill. I'd say it's 33. I'd say it's off the left touch of help. I mean, it's probably almost playing with the heat, probably almost like a 25 shot.
Should be a gap wedge, really, shouldn't it?
What do you hit your gap wedge back in the UK then?
125.
I think gap wedge is plenty.
Oh, that's a 60. That's no good. There we are. Yeah, 125 is a solid gap. These particular wedges are just losing a little bit.
Yeah, I think with a
little T peg.
If we're saying it's 34 downhill. See down here, 34. Yeah, I like that. You can definitely feel the hell. I mean, it's hot.
Yeah, you can feel you can feel it behind you there.
Yeah, definitely.
That's also the minimum yardage as well, though, isn't it? Obviously, because it's at the front edge.
It is, but at the same time, if it doesn't quite get us there, if you slightly miss it, it's not death, is it? If it's just on the, like again, if you're in a tall scenario to that flag, different case if it's stuck over the bunker on the left, but right there. So what happens? So what if it pulls up just a tiny bit short and you slightly miss it? It's fine. It's not a bad leave. I'd sooner you hit that than hit a wedge to 40 feet past.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if you go too deep, then that putt looks horrible.
Exactly, yeah, I don't mind it from the hole to, hole to just short, I was fine.
Right, let's nestle this gap wedge in there nice and tight. Oh, I've just blocked it a touch. Carry. Cover. Carry!
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wowza.
Sackable offence, that.
That was...
I mean, that's got to be, you're not going to see that at home, but that's got to be, that's a good, what, 15 short?
15 short.
Yeah. I think I have to take some responsibility for that, Andy. I'm going to be the bigger man there.
Tell you something.
I wish I could say I gave you a wrong yardage, but I didn't.
I definitely didn't hit it properly. It was, I feel like I had to hit it perfect But then I was also worried about, you know, sometimes with a wedge, and you pop it up there,
and it just
goes.
Yeah.
So, it's all right, we'll get up and down.
Yeah.
You know what, I don't mind these shots. All I see is spin. I've got like, I'm waiting for the grandstand to give me a massive round of applause here.
So like, caddy psychology here. So okay, you've just told your man it's a full gap wedge. He's pulled up short. Yeah. Okay, maybe you've not hit the best shot, but you're just standing there as a caddy thinking, come on mate,
please
help me out here. Please get this up and down. Come on.
I'll do my best.
Come on.
Do you think the players are aware of that as well?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I mean, I'm obviously, you know, like, you're not doing. It's not like I'm telling them, you know, misinformation on purpose. But like, yeah, when you're like, the psychology of a caddy, if anybody says otherwise, they'd be lying.
So you walk off the green and go, I saved you there.
Yeah, you have a bit of a level like, oh yeah.
It just goes, you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, a little nippy one. This will land soft as well. That should stop. Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh,
okay.
Just came out a little bit flatter than I expected. Probably because I pulled it as well, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Saw that coming, didn't I?
Give it the no look.
You know what, the sad thing is I was really happy with myself. I was like, yeah, that looked cool on camera.
Right, slippery one, downhill left to right. It's not the lead, is it really?
No, and your caddy's not bothered either way. You know, he's not hoping you make it too much.
Come on. Ah! I didn't want to give it too much outside the hole. One strike.
In all seriousness, flag like that, you know, your handicap golfer, yeah, dump it in here.
Dump it there.
Someone of your level or tour pro, you know, that's a take-on flag all day long. You agree?
Yes.
Like, you're not playing away from that, are you?
No. It was just it was a poorly struck shot
with a poorly pulled club.
With the wrong club. Bounce back ability
time. Bounce back ability,
5.
Right? So yeah, par 5. I'll chuck a tour scenario again. So let's assume we're here for a tournament.
Yep.
I'd have been out already in preparation. I'd be looking at, you know, the aggressive line over the left, which unfortunately, given the strength of the one, we can't take. So yeah, I'd have my margins, my aggressive line, my less aggressive line, which we're going to be taking today, which will be at the far trap there.
Yeah.
So I'd have this all mapped out in my book, ready to go.
So right edge of that far trap off this because of this wind.
Exactly. It's into from the left. You're not covering the left. You might think you'll carry the left, but it's 270. Should you want to know?
I was thinking, obviously, when I'm driving up here, having played here a few times, I was like, right, we're not there's a back tee back there, and the tees are not there, so I can clear it today.
Sadly,
but not with that wind.
Sadly, yeah. I haven't got. There's plenty of room there at that right trap.
To be honest, as well though, you can still get there in 2 on the line of the right trap. So
I'm thinking exactly.
Just pipe one right in the middle of that trap.
You going for the fairway finder or the bomb? Just out of interest.
The bomb.
Oh, I like the bomb.
The bomb. My bomb. My bomb. I can't carry it 270, but go on, 270. Go on, pull. Go. Go. I hit that well, you know. I want to say I've cleared it, you know. I'll have to see when we get up there. I pulled. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
What do you think? Are you saying no?
I just don't know if you've got 270 in you, mate. Well, I don't. No offence, but I mean.
Oh, offence taken.
Well, you're not a tour player, are you?
I can hit it 270.
Can you?
I reckon.
I suppose, yeah, 30 degrees.
I've got it.
I mean, it was quite. Was it a bit low in the face?
There was an awful gust when it got up there.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Carried it, haven't you? You've only gone and carried it. Oh wow.
Oh no, it's in there.
Oh no. Did you seriously think? No, you didn't.
I tell you something. No, it's not. I pitched it into the face.
Oh, I know. I could see that through the laser. I thought I could see.
No, I pitched it there. 5 yards. 10.
Just about as short as you were in the last, that 10 yards. So what is it now? Is it 2-1 or is it 2-all?
It's 2-1.
Okay.
Oh no, actually,
yeah.
You should have got double points for the last, I think.
Right, so what, you're going to hit a 3-iron out of there, are you?
3 wood.
Oh, 3 wood, okay, yeah, perfect.
Oh.
Right, all joking aside,
it's annoying, isn't it, when you hit a fairway bunker off the tee. It's one of the most annoying things in golf. No matter what else can happen on the golf course, I feel like you're wasting a par 5 is so frustrating.
I was waiting for you to say it's in relative to a par 5, 100%, yeah. I mean, not only if you're in a bunker, you've got a tree in front of you.
What are we doing here?
I mean,
what are we doing here in general?
I mean, the obvious thing here, let's have a see what we've,
I could thread it through the tree trunks there with a little draw.
Right.
Just pan round there,
we got,
see the...
honestly, I'd be looking there, I'd be like, right, let's just hit it right at this tree here. I mean, you're not going to get more than wedge 9 iron.
I can't get much at it, so we'll go wedge.
I'd hit a wedge towards that rounded tree on the right. I mean, we're looking at what we've got flag. Yeah, we're going to have a long third in, but it is what it is, isn't it? You know, like you've made your mistake there. Let's not get ourselves in more trouble.
Yeah, no, I could, like I say, I could get a 9, but there's no
gain, is there? So if you hit it on that rounded tree, yeah?
Yeah. It's not a great lie either, that.
Hit through.
90% there. Just had a bit of a cushion between club face and ball, that one.
A little bit, eh?
Just a little bit of a sandy cushion, otherwise known as catching it a bit fat. I actually stood over it and thought, I was kind of half worried that if I pured it, I'd go too far.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just negative self-talk to a point. Struggled with that fairway bunkers this week.
And I've always had my background's club caddying. I've been very passionate about club caddying. So that's kind of what my side of it. I've put together the club caddy course,
right?
Which is going to be aimed more at golf clubs.
Right. Okay.
So we're trying to elevate caddy programs within golf clubs. Whether it could be here, for example, in the Middle East. It could be in Asia, and we're going to translate into different languages. It's done online, so it's not like we need to be there in person. Yeah. And I truly believe it's going to elevate caddy programs. And it's a lot more service-based, Andy, as well. So it's not just, you know, it's a very different product. You know, the job you do for a 20 handicapper is a very, very different job to what you do for a tour pro. Not just on the information, but it's the level of service. Yeah. Right, we've got 167. Better than I thought, actually. I thought we'd be having a lot more in than that. So we've got 167 into the setting sun, and it's going to be more or less. I'd say it's going to be into from the left, isn't it? I think looking at where the tee shot was playing, so like 11 o'clock on your clock face. Yeah. Which is kind of how we would give it to a tour player. Some guys like it 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Some, you know, the guy I work for actually doesn't so much. He finds it quite annoying. Yeah. But yeah, indication here, it's in a little out the left.
Tough pin as well. It's like a tough green. It's such it's a long green from left to right and not that deep, and massive bunkers either side. It's not the ideal third shot on the par 5.
It's not. So what have you got? What are you?
167 is a
6-7. It's probably it can't be playing more than 75.
No, and that's why I've got a 7-9, because I feel like it's a 167 is a nice 8, maybe a hard 9. Probably 167 actually it's the nice 8. Now I feel like it's a solid 7 with that breeze.
Yeah, I like that. And if I was being honest, I'd feel that breeze has actually almost come more into. I'm not feeling that element at left or right.
No, I'm feeling more.
Just going to give you a real time feel for how I'll be doing the job for a tour pro.
I would then aim it. I expect to maybe turn it over from right to left. So the safe side for me would be right edge of that pin, right edge of just inside the right edge of the bunker at the back.
Love that.
So if it doesn't draw, it's fine. Yeah. If it does draw, then it's amazing. And if I block it, well, I'm an idiot. It's my own fault.
Right, come on then.
Just like, go, 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 go. It was a bit clean, Adam. Just a bit clean. It's okay there.
My old eyes didn't see that down.
I think it's held the green. It was just a bit, you know, it wasn't munched. It was clean. Right, we've not hung on to the green, but I would say for myself, to be honest, not as a perfect strike, it's not a bad outcome.
No, and I'm going to throw something back at you here again. So if this was a tour scenario, I'll be asking you for some feedback on how you hit that. Right. I'd be pacing off that relative to the front edge to see how far you pitched it. Yeah. So I'm building up more and more data, so I can say, right, Andy, back on the 4th hole there, we hit a 7-9, it pitched X. Yeah. It's really good stuff to have data, and I might only work for you for a round, or I might work for 4 rounds, or I might, 4 years, 5 years. It's great data to have as a tour caddy, to have all that written down in your book. You have it all in there, all these pitch numbers.
Because I think obviously you're saying before about the baseline numbers, they're based on ripping it, puring it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Catch one a little bottom groovy, how much is that affecting the flight? And then you kind of know what you can cover if you are in a scenario as well.
Exactly, and like you see these guys playing multiple practice rounds, they're not just doing that for the fun of it, they're doing that because that's how we're trying to get this data.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're trying to get a feel, let's say you've just come from the United Kingdom, what is it, 10 degrees, you come here, it's 30 degrees,
Yeah.
you know, it takes a little while to adjust.
Yeah.
Even as a caddy, you know, like visually, so, oh, okay, you get the hot winds, the ball goes through it.
Yeah.
You have to make that slight adjustment, even as a caddy.
Yeah, true. Yeah, yes. Well, it's the same, isn't it? You're helping club them, aren't you, basically?
100%.
Helping set the strategy.
Exactly, and we're always looking for the variables.
I'm quite interested in this one, because if I'd have pured this with that little draw that I was expecting, I could have gone pitched right on that very back edge, because this was a bit of a bottom groove block.
Which is great. So I know now where I've got that number. I know you've not executed that as well as you would have liked to have done, and you could have got considerably more out of it. So I would probably almost discard that, thinking, okay, he's missed it. It's not valuable information for me, so I wouldn't even write it down. Yeah, yeah. So I'm a 165 off the bottom groove of a 7-iron. This is horrible. I hate these putts. I hate these putts. You know, it feels like you're on a saucer. Yeah,
I struggle to read them. I struggle to trust myself that to me is a right to left putt. But
well, you can call your caddy in.
What would you suggest?
Yeah, I'm looking like. What are you standing over there for?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh right, no, I thought you were right. I was like, what is he aim pointing over there? Is he seeing something? I'm not. I'm seeing that a couple of feet to the right, Andy. So
you're seeing the right as well.
Yeah, what I would do, I'd be seeing that. I'd have a reference point in the green. I'd see there's like a chunky little pitch mark in here.
Okay,
Just because at the end you can see like the grain here is gonna snap at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that.
Oh, you think it's going quite a...
Well, as it runs out of pace, it's going to go hard that way, isn't it? So I like that pitch mark overall.
Right, I'm going with that pitch mark. Ah, that's my... I can never forgive myself for those putts. Scared myself.
Let's give you a what? Come on.
I'll take full responsibility for this whole hole.
Oh, I want a new ball in the next, mate.
What, are those little scuffs not meant to be on them?
I think that might be a tribute to your bunker play.
Honestly, those putts wind me up so much. Right, just outside the right from here. Didn't move. Oh, yeah. Sorry, folks. Sorry, Adam.
It's all right. We'll get it back, Andy.
It's bad that. You step on a par 5, you're thinking, right, get that one back I just dropped, and you give the golf course another one. Right, good hole this. It's a little... There's a wasteland at the end, in the middle.
Yeah, I'm trying to laser it, but I'm struggling to hit it, mate.
I would laser the left bunker, the top of it, and then maybe add 20, 30 yards.
Oh, well, that is as far... Okay, I was hitting it right. Yeah, it's 290 at the top of that.
Yeah, so that's 3 wood, I think.
Yeah, for me, it looked like you're hitting that into the fat now. I just think it's trying to thread it, innit? Just hit 3 wood. Yeah, go on then.
3 wood at the 2 buggies.
Perfect.
Driver, if I catch it, can go 290.
Big angle change from the last hole, so it's more just off the left, I'm feeling it.
Off the left.
Have you got a Nike 3 wood there?
Yeah, beauty this, isn't it? It's the old Bluey.
No, I mean, I was not expecting you to pull that out.
These are the set of clubs I leave in Dubai.
They were decent.
So
I have to say, people, you give Nike a hard time. I actually think the stuff was all right.
They did some brilliant stuff.
Brilliant stuff. Even the ball was fantastic. I didn't mind the ball.
Yeah, I like that. I used to play the ball. The resin. Yeah. Was it Nike resin?
The ball was all right.
Yeah, same. They obviously just didn't carry on because they didn't make enough money, did they? Not that the stuff was poor.
No, I think I almost bought the equipment and then I did to the apparel and all that. Like,
yeah, same. Yeah, no, the class. These are class. Every year I think I should just take this home with me. Right, straight at those 2 buggies. Oh, flip.
Oh, wow.
Catch a bit. I didn't see a puff of sand.
No, I didn't either. I might be on that finger of fairway then.
Just fell out of it a little bit, that.
I mean, you're giving up 20 yards probably using that.
True. It's 13 degrees, it's a mini driver.
Oh, okay, well, fair enough, yeah.
That was a crap shot with actually one club that's usually pretty
Right, how far, what's like a 145 club for you?
145 would be out of there would be a wet 9-iron.
Right, yeah, so we've got 154 hole, Andy.
Would you normally club up then off this sort of lie?
Probably not, it's pretty compact, I'd say. Do you not
Yeah.
think? I feel like you get, I actually don't mind this. I'd sooner be here than in the rough, personally.
Really?
Well, okay, the rough's quite short, at the moment, but like if I'm playing the earth course,
jet of the earth course.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So let's use the earth course. So no, I would take that. So yeah, I was saying we got 154 hole. We know the wind's off the left side, helping. So I've suggested to you we've got a 45 club. So I think that's decent.
Oh, we're 154, but we're going 145.
Playing, yeah, effectively play a bit of heat and it's downwind. And also we're airing on the subconsciously. I'm trying to get you this side of the hole. Obviously, there's no future. I was going hole to pass, is there?
No,
so
long isn't.
I can see where we want to hit this, and I think we've got the right club to do so, Andy.
Right, let's do it.
Oh yes, hell of a strike on that. Just to go a touch, eh? Oh, shot.
Is it up? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it actually pitched pretty deep.
Oh yeah. And now I can see it. I thought it pitched short at first.
Yeah, no, it was a good shot. It almost came back a little bit.
It's getting me off that more often.
Nice.
I'm better off that than I am fairways.
Right, come on then. Let's read this together. Let's go through a process here because
I would aim point this. So
okay, I'll let you do your. I tell you what. Why don't you do your aim point and we'll see how far apart we are.
Okay. It's a biggie. I'm gonna go. Right, this is me.
Oh wow.
Really?
No, I'm not saying you're wrong, but no, but I would say that if anything, that's a highlight of how. If that's correct, then I would have to say that is a.
I've gone 4%.
If that's right, my hat comes off to aim point. That's what I would say to that, because I would struggle to see that much. I'll be honest. But
I don't see that much.
The more I look at it though, I'd just say like
I don't see that much. One thing I learned from aim point is that my eyes will always underread it. So when I see that, I go, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
And then sometimes I've got to try and commit to it.
I think especially in like dying light like this as well. Do you not agree? Like I think aim point. I'm very pro aim point. I'm not going to aim point in these because I struggle.
Yeah.
In these shoot. These are like stilts. But I know I'm going to trust you with that one. The more I stand there, I think that's a really good read there.
Also, as well, I think going up the slope, slowly up the slope, it can turn more. But I don't mind missing it high. I feel like there's always a bit of a success if you miss it high as well. Not on the amateur side. When I stand over it, that's the scary bit because it feels like.
Does it feel high?
I feel like I'm aiming to a different city.
No, I think you'll be all right, mate.
It's coming as well. It's coming. It didn't have the.
It was all right, wasn't it?
It was coming back, wasn't it? It didn't have the speed.
Well, we've given aim point a massive plug there.
That is big. It looked ridiculous. See how much it just turned then? It looked ridiculous, didn't it? Even when I stood over, I was like, really?
Yeah, well, I was finding it. I'll be honest, like my eyes in this light were not great, and I was like, "Are you having a laugh?" And in all seriousness, I think another good point for when to use aim point is when dying light like this. It was it was a good read.
It was.
And you know, I found a good line in the desert there and made a 4.
Easy 4. We've steadied the ship after being on the bogey train for a couple of holes. Now we need a couple of birdies to finish. We've got 8. We're going to the 8th, aren't we?
We've got enough daylight.
Right, we're struggling for a little bit of light, so we've jumped 2 holes. I obviously would have gone birdie, but we'll have to go par. We're on the 9th hole. It's a long one, this, Adam. It's a long finish.
Yeah, it's it's crying out for that fairway finder, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
You're gonna give me one to finish, Con.
So give you a little fairway finder.
Go on, give me a little bunty cut fairway finder. So where you finishing on that roundish looking tree over the bunker there, like right edge of clubhouse, or are you further right than that? Yeah. That's the line. Yeah, perfect. That's right in mind.
I'm going to start it at the clubhouse.
Yeah.
With a little bit of cut.
Perfect. It's down at the left. Okay.
That's a bit too.
So it can only help your cut.
I may have actually got a bit of a knuckleball.
I think that's bang on it. Like I say, in this light, I struggle to see that, but I think that's bang on it.
I think it's gone relatively straight. A bit of a low spinny knuckleball.
Decent,
but
mate.
we aimed in the fairway, so it stayed in the fairway.
Oh wow. I feel like a Terminator. 52 Pro LX.
It's good, isn't it?
Shot scope, yeah. I'll take that on tour.
See?
Slightly down to the left, you've probably got a 9 iron.
Correct.
I think
I've
at this
got a
start, there's
9
not
iron.
enough wind for it to go long for us there. So I think it doesn't look like a jumpy light. You'd be, so first, what were we doing here on a tour? What would the conversation be with the tour pro? You'd be assessing the lies, you've missed a fairway.
Yep.
Rough's quite short, it's tight enough. It's not going to jump, it's not going to come out hot.
But I was going to
okay?
say, do you not think that shouldn't come out hot, should it?
No, I think if you're looking, if the grass is any longer and you know, like maybe even like in here somewhere, possibly, but I'd read that lie and I'd say no, Andy, that's not going to jump. Little bit of help. Yeah, I think 9 iron's decent.
Yeah.
I've got no worries with that going long or anything.
I'm a little bit worried it could go long.
Because of the lie or more just?
Because of the wind, because of the lie. And sometimes I just feel like I can just, especially with these shafts off this rough, sometimes they do just jump.
Okay.
But I would never hit a wedge.
No, but
So it's not like
in which case, I
it's
mean,
like a smooth 9.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I was going to say. That surely I wouldn't be getting in your head here, but I think as a player, you need to make an executive decision and say, I'm just going to smooth it in there,
Yeah.
leave it short the hole, and then give myself a chance.
Just in between the big tree on the right and the pin.
Oh, nice.
With one turn.
Nice. No idea.
Straight at it.
It's that dark. Oh, it's a bit just
Big.
gone through.
Yeah, it's gone big.
But I don't think it's deep, no?
No, it's not. It's like 2 yards off.
Yeah. Decent shot.
Went long, didn't it?
Probably did in
I
fairness.
still wouldn't have got myself hitting a wedge there, though.
It definitely came out a little hot from the lie. I would
Yeah.
say we probably slightly misread the lie and
I
came out a bit
I
hot.
feel like these come out hot. Right.
Right.
Little bit on the longer side.
Yeah, we found ourselves, we obviously had a slight jumpy lie, but I'm backing you for if not chipping it in, then leaving yourself just a little tap in
Chipping
there.
would be a lovely way to end. Lovely way to end. Right, just on the front edge, a little bit of nip. It's all downhill all the way.
I'm getting good vibes off you here.
Oh yeah. I didn't quite nip it. You know, when when you bounce it just a fraction.
I'd use the word clunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a fraction. Not quite as nippy as I'd have liked. I got a bit excited. I felt like I was getting the vibes back. Come on, one more shot. Up the hill, right to left, cup outside the right.
Oh.
2 cups outside the right. That's it. Guys,
Andy,
Adam, thank you very much.
thanks for having me.
Thoroughly enjoyable.
Thanks for getting me out here. What an environment to spend an evening, eh? Look at it.
Can't beat it, can you? Sun setting in Dubai, beautiful weather, shorts and t-shirt, time for a quick beer. But before we do that, make sure you check out caddieclubhouse.com, see what it's all about. Give the boys a quick message if you want to get involved. Also, they're on Instagram. Follow all the links are down at the bottom. All right, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you, mate. Thanks a lot.
See you later.